Imagine a world we could live in. Plant these seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can heal the world. Imagine a world we could live in. Plant these seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can save the world.
There's a new plant protein to consider. It's hemp. Dr. Mike is here now with more on what is likely to be the next food to take the health food industry by storm. Dr. Mike.
Yeah, Peter, it's a terrific concept as a food group. It does contain fat, but they're good fats, and there's tons of protein. But the problem is the stigma behind hemp because it's often associated with getting high. For most people, you'll ask about hemp. Either it's an I don't know.
Never heard of it.
The hemp seed? Never heard of it.
Or it's something illicit.
Is it hemp a drug?
Kinda, sorta, but not really.
They hear the word hemp and they first their mind goes to marijuana. The whole marijuana issue, the industrial hemp plant is from the same family of plants. But the industrial hemp plant is way down the chain on the levels of THC. It has microscopic levels of THC, less than 4 parts per billion, where the average marijuana plant is 10 to 15% THC.
What hemp is a seed that has amazing health benefits.
The hemp seed nut, these little seeds are about the size of a grain of wheat. Inside is this nice soft little meat. It's about 30% protein. That's actually more protein than meat. And on the fat side, it's actually 50% fat. Now when we hear that, we say, well, that's a lot of fat. Of course, these are essentials as well. And the good fats are absolutely critical for the body's health. Every cell membrane in our body is coated with fat.
In fact, hemp seeds have all 10 essential amino acids and all essential fatty acids, and are a rich source of the valuable omega-3 fatty acids.
Well, hemp seeds, you can actually have it ground and put it into smoothies, or you put it on salads, put it on yogurt, and it also is available as an oil. So the hemp oil is wonderful as a salad dressing. You wouldn't want to get it to a very high temperature, but I put it in my pasta, I put it on vegetables that I've steamed into stir fries after it's cooked.
You can use the meal to make flour for cookies and bread. You can even make veggie burgers and cheese from the hemp seed. So, would you try hemp?
No, I'm not 100% sure what it is, so my answer is I don't know.
Try it. You'll like it. Apparently the history of hemp is very interesting. Until the 1880s, it was the most domesticated crop on the planet. In fact, the founding fathers of this country all grew hemp, and the farmers who were given land were forced to grow a certain amount of hemp because it was such an important part of everyone's life. Back to
Imagine a world we could live in. Plant these seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can heal the world.
This morning in today's kitchen, hemp. Yes, you heard me right. I said hemp. Today's food editor Phil Lempert is here with what might be the hottest trend in foods right now. Phil, good morning to you.
Good morning, Natalie. And it is. I was at the Natural Products Expo just a few months ago in Baltimore. There are all these new hemp foods products that are out there. People are loving them.
Right.
Now, again, keep in mind, hemp is not marijuana.
Yeah, I mean, there really are great nutritional benefits to hemp, right?
Hemp is about 35% protein, very rich in omega-3s and omega-6s. It's a great way to get omega-3s and omega-6s. And a lot of the products are very...
What does it taste like?
Well, in fact, I'd like you to try one of my favorite products, which is hemp milk. And again, a lot of people have converted to soy milk products. This is a great alternative if you're lactose intolerant.
It's a nuttier flavor to it, right?
Exactly. It's nuttier, it's creamier. And in fact, I think that if you look at products like this Living Harvest, these are going to be the hottest foods in 2007. We also, and again, during the tease, you know, Al was challenging me.
Your hemp shake.
Tried the hemp shake. And one of the best ways to make this hemp shake...
I really like that. That's really good.
Yeah, is actually using the hemp milk as well.
I'm swallowing.
It's a berry taste to it. But again, when we're all concerned about health and nutrition, these products make it easy for us to really get a lot of very good nutrition. Hemp alternatives. The waffles, and in fact, you know, they even have hemp bagels. And if you take a look at all the nuts and the seeds that are in here, this is powerful
Very
nutrition.
multi-grain.
And one of the things we were talking before about some of the products, one of the things that I love about the hemp foods is they're dense. So you can have a half a bagel and be satisfied versus you might have just something else with white flour and walk away hungry and need to eat 2 or 3.
And you love these sort of like granola bars, right?
I love these.
Speaking
In fact,
of satisfaction.
try one of these, and in fact, I know Ann is already eating one.
Imagine a world we could live in. Plant these seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can heal the world.
Processor, we produce hemp seed with contracted growers across the Canadian prairies. The hemp seed is then shipped to us here where it is cleaned and processed into a wide variety of hemp food products, including hemp seed oil, hulled hemp seed, toasted hemp seed, shelled and roasted hemp seed, and we also make a hemp coffee, and we make hemp flours and hemp protein powders. The growth of the industry certainly is going to impact on our own company. We've seen growth from 2 people up to 8 people in a matter of 7 years. But also there's offshoots and other people along the value-added chain are also going to benefit from this. The farmers are going to benefit because we're contracting more producers every year. The trucking companies benefit because we're shipping more product on a worldwide basis every year. Companies that supply us with equipment, supply us with services to do our job are all expanding and growing because of the business that we're doing in exporting these products on a worldwide basis. Our products are mainly exported both to the United States as well as a number of other countries around the world now, including Mexico, Korea, Japan. We've exported to South Africa. We've exported to quite a number of European countries, including France, Germany, Belgium, Finland, and the United Kingdom. The number 1 country that we export to is the United States. Approximately 45 to 50% of our production goes stateside. The market right now in North America for hemp products, in particular the food products, I would estimate to be in around the $10 million a year range right now, but that's growing at least 20% per annum, and I would say that growth will probably even double in the next coming years. I think if you were to talk to any of the retailers, either in Canada or the U.S., you would find a consensus amongst them that this industry has been growing, their orders are increasing, and the consumer is certainly starting to buy these products on a regular basis. Here in this facility, we produce hemp seed oil, which is a cold-pressed, cold-filtered process that we apply to the hemp seed. The seeds are crushed, and the nutritious oil that's contained within the hemp seed is then expelled. That oil is then filtered and held in bulk stainless steel reservoirs until such time that we're bottling, barreling, or paling of the oil. The byproduct of crushing the seeds for oil is called hemp seed cake or meal. That meal is then taken, it's milled and sifted into a variety of hemp flours and hemp protein powders. The other processes that we do in this facility is we hull the hemp seed, which is a process by which we remove the fibrous shell of the seed, exposing just the meat. The other processes that we complete here are toasting and roasting of seed for our hemp coffees and for exporting toasted hemp seed to other value-added food manufacturers. Starting up this business in Canada has been very beneficial for us. Obviously, number 1, Canada had the foresight and I give them a lot of kudos for recognizing the difference between industrial hemp and marijuana.
Imagine a world we could live in. Plant these seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can heal the world.
The hemp industrial end, for it to be outlawed or to have restrictions on it of any kind, is like condemning the earth to ecological disaster. Only hemp can make all the paper for the humans on Earth, all the fiber for the humans on Earth if necessary, all the proteins that we would need. It's the best protein of all the things in nature. It's got the most protein of all the foods in nature. It's the healthiest thing that there is on Earth to eat of the oil and of the seed. And 3.5 million plants, when you say it's the healthiest, that means overall that this is the most important single food source on Earth, and it's outlawed.
It all begins with the seed. The seed contains the widest spectrum of essential fatty acids which are critical to all cell functions. They help digest fats, thereby lowering cholesterol.
Essential fatty acids are called essential because of the simple reason that your body does not manufacture them. You have to eat them. What essential fatty acids do is virtually everything in the body involves essential fatty acids. Hormone production, wound healing, cell growth, cell division, vitamin metabolism. They are literally the building blocks of life. And one of the problems with a lower fat diet that the Americans seem to strive for these days is that you're not getting those essential fatty acids. So the less fat you eat, the more you need to eat the right fat, the good fat, and that's where hemp oil comes in. It's the best fat to eat of all of them.
It's a good butter substitute, as well as a salad dressing, a spread, a topping, and a dip.
It's a great way to end world starvation, get great food into our diet. It's just so very important. Right now I've made some ice cream. Nutritionally, it's amazing. You know, one of the building blocks of life, building your immune system so incredibly, lets your cells communicate to fight off viruses and all that. And right there, there's your protein. I mean, especially for primitive people all over the world. For them to grow their protein, to be self-sufficient, it is so important.
I could make a lot of money just putting hemp wine on my label, throwing a little bit of my oil in there, shaking it up and selling it. But we want something that people are going to want to have on their tables and to go along with their food and that they actually enjoy and something that's a quality product.
So not only are you getting real good vitamins and proteins, but you get a lot of good energy. And that's all important. So get off that coffee and caffeine and join the hemp crowd. Enjoy my sodas.
Hemp nut is shelled hemp seed, also known as dehulled or hulled hemp seed. It's 36% essential fatty acids, 31% protein. It's 40% more nutritious than even whole hemp seed because you get rid of the cellulose in the shell, thereby increasing the amount of nutrients. Can be used in any recipe. Literally, I haven't found a recipe or formula or application yet that you can't use it in. It tastes like pine nuts or sunflower seeds. It looks like sesame. It, to me, is really the soybean of the next millennium.
After the oil is pressed, we're left with a seed cake. This seed cake can be made into a fine flour, which can then be made into a wide variety of products. It contains 30% protein and about 22% fiber.
The hummus is made with hemp nut butter and hemp oil. The tabbouleh is made with hemp oil. The tahini dressing that goes in it is also made with the hemp nut butter. The only thing that we cook with is the hemp flour. And with that we make a variety of different things. We make mostly gravies and sauces. And of course pizza crust and bread dough. Pasta primavera that's made with a vegan hemp vegetable sauce. And then we squirt a vegan hemp pesto over the top of that. This is hemp shepherd's pie. It's tempeh made with hemp gravy and organic corn, and there's the mashed potatoes on top also are made with hemp oil.
We make hemp pretzels. They're made from the hemp seed plant. The flour is over 10%. We hand roll it and hearth bake it in Pennsylvania, in the snack food capital of the country and also the home of the American pretzel.
I started this in 1997 as a small fundraiser for my son's school, and it was about sharing and caring for the community, and it's gone on through the products. A portion of all the profits made for Humboldt Hemp Foods goes to saving ancient forests. That's so important. Our coffee has whole hemp seed in it, and our cake mixes, we switched from ground hemp seed flour to hulled hemp seed now, and it seems to be much creamier.
And what people don't realize is the U.S. food industry is about 50 times larger than both paper and textiles put together. So as great as it is in paper and as great as in textiles, multiply that by 50 and you get an idea of what the potential is for hemp seed in food in this country.
Imagine a world we could live in, planting seeds in the minds of our children. Plant these trees and grow a solution. Hemp can heal the world.